It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's do it. Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Big grip.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run here with Lindsay.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Garoppolo now. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage of the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now, right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They look to throw. It's Locke. Gets it off to Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Throwing his lock on third down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Lock gonna go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Locke again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. 6-0 our score after one.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their deep. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 87 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Smith. Snap.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On the return, it's James. Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check it back, check it back.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go, baby. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Topper!
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch twins! Watch twins!
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Fire.
After the turnover, here's Locke. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Lindsay here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing now is Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down, 49ers.
Cut. He's coming. We got double up. Check 31. Check, crunch. Shit. Hey, watch it.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Kill. Back. Switch.
On second down, it's Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here's Coleman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Here we go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 49, check 49, check 49.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
16, 49ers 14.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give running right, Lindsey. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Let's go.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Clock now to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's now
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Clock going to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Go. 70, Indy. So we got man. Check. Bristol, Travis. Deep grip.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Set. 10 Lobo. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He completes this to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down. 36. Hey, look 3. Kill. Check safety.
They'll run it with Coleman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
What's the run? They're running it. Ready to go. Watch out. Hit it.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Ready up.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
Then that's the thing. The crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. Check. Two J. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hatchet.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the play.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down.
Check nickel.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And an alley to run. And the ball is knocked out. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21.
Check. X3. 218. Chop. Check 13. Check. Sunday. Fresno.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Watch the safety creep. Under 10. 10. 74.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught by Howard. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Number 53, Mike 53. 2. 12, fellas, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the edge. Shift.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 31 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, the defense did their job, and then boom, a one.